So we've had this like rivalry with the Hit Set now, which is coming up to a year, and it's one of those crazy things. Like a year ago, I would literally be in like a "oh hi, how are you" sort of basis with like Roth and Kieran. Like I sort of knew them, but didn't like again polite hi goodbye sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then we wrestled each other once in June, I want to say, last year.
Right.
The first one for World War Wrestling. We were supposed to face another team, but someone pulled out, and then it was all like hits that come in. We was initially supposed to just have this one-off match, and then they was like, oh, you know, it was the best match of the show, and I was like really, really grateful, because I've always felt like the promoter of World War was one of those people that will just say to you that was a bad match, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and he'd be very honest with you, and that's what I've always wanted. Like I said, coming from a high jump and pole vault, my coach was like, she was crazy. Like, she'd be like screaming at you if you done well, but then she'd also be the cheering the most. So I'm used to, you know, I'm not one of those people that you know, I'm going to run off crying if you tell me I was the best. But when I started to have like his opinion of me completely flipped now, like, that means so much. And I've always said his opinion is one of the most important to me, because I went from, you know, like, not in his best, not saying that he was like, oh, I hate you, but like, one of those things like, oh, you know, you can get better, you look alright, you got a good look, but you know, you need to improve it. To literally then, the second time I ever worked for him, he was like, you guys are on last. And then it's like, how long do you want? And he's like, I'll just main event, you do what you got to do, you know? Like, to trust us like that. And then that third match we had with them, like, in between, he got booked at a load of other companies as well. So we've wrestled them, it's at 4 companies now in less than a year. And I think it's, let me do a quick add up in my head. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've had 6 matches with them. It should have been 7, but a show got cancelled last week. And then there's future plans for other stuff with them. And like, they were going to have Roy Johnson with them, and we're going to have Jordan with us. Right. So it'd have been like, you know what I mean? Like, all this sort of. So yeah, I'd say Hit Set is a big one for people noticing us. So, you know, wrestling them has helped us. Mills and Mayhew, we had one match with them for the first ever Triumph show. I loved that match. It was one of those things that I was stressed out that it was the show we're running. It didn't, and then Ospreay shows up and like watches the show, and I'm like trying to be the promoter. I'm also trying to get this match down that I've wanted for a long time. I'm then worried that like Will Ospreay is like 10 feet away from the ring watching this match, you know. And then it all went well, and it was one of those, like, the show went great, the match was really fun, Will liked it, so I was off, you know. It was one of those things that could have gone very wrong. If there was, it was like, no one showed up and the match was shit and Will hated it. You know, then luckily it was the opposite. So, but them two. We faced, I think even at like DOA, we've had some good people. I got to wrestle Born Vertigo, who I first met like a couple of years ago when he first come over to UK, and he was only doing like WrestleForce shows, and now he comes over to the UK and he's like booked up immediately by everyone, you know. So I got to wrestle him. But loads, you know, and stuff that's coming as well that we wanna like people like. Hopefully we can get Jody and Johnny. There's a promotion where you know we're both there, you know, consistently. Hopefully something builds up with them. That would be one of those like bucket list ones that you don't expect to happen. Like, you put it on your bucket list, but it's like, it probably won't happen. But
that'd be amazing.
Yeah. I'd love to wrestle there.
Yeah, you know, Jody and Johnny, they don't ever seem to age. Like, I've noticed that. Like, other than Johnny's hair, he's the same. And Jody just looks like $1 million at the moment as well. Like, he's just everywhere as well, you know. He's still doing the same things as he was doing like 20 years ago. It's just crazy. The amount he puts into like all these matches and the way he works. But yeah, it's like, what a mind, mate, for the business there.
Oh yeah,
like where he's come from.
To Jack, like, there are some people that I want to wrestle just so I can sort of get into their head for 5 minutes to see how they put the match together. You know, like, it's not more of a.
And they're so Johnny and Jody especially. They're so chilled. Like, there's no ego. there.
Oh no,
you know, like they kind of are the ones like that have every right to have a bit of an ego, but they don't. They
definitely.
really don't. They're so like just how are you? You know, like they're just chatting, but they're just like regular guys, absolutely regular guys around the locker rooms. It's unbelievable, really. But yeah, so chill, but such a wealth of knowledge in both of those guys. Like it's just crazy to think how long they've been going, considering the styles that they work as well. It's just unbelievable.
They're just insane. It's one of those things that if you haven't seen them, people need to watch them.
Yeah,
the
diamonds.
If it's a tag match or they're against each other, like it's always amazing. So we talk about me and Jack wrestling each other a lot. Like them two have wrestled each other like so much, but it's always so good.
Yeah. And do you think, like, I mean, just talking about you and Jack, I know like last time when we had you on our video interview, like we was talking about a break off if there ever was going to be one. Do you think you two would ever get to a point where that could happen, or have you ever spoke to him about that and like the potential of like a full breakup and going singles, or is it pretty much like all eggs in one basket with a tag team?
Well, we still do single stuff, like there's some companies Jack works for that I don't, and vice versa. You know, but at the moment it seems to be that we do better together. So people are like, they'll use me, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you have a tag partner, don't you?" Like, "Oh, you like," and then it'll end up either way of like beating me and Jack, and I've got no problem with that at all. Like, in fact, at the moment I prefer tags. I started in singles a long time. I really didn't want to be in a tag team when I first started, and now when I get booked and I'm like, "Oh, do you Jack as well?" You know, like that's the main thing. So I'd say all eggs in one basket at the moment for with tags. We're doing like that's what's getting us noticed the most. You know, we're getting the most. I think we get the best out of each other. Yeah. And you say about the breakup and the feuding, we feuded first. So, you know what I mean? Like, we've had all the singles matches. You know, we've had best of sevens. We've had last man standing matches. We've had all crazy sorts of. We've done loads already against each other. So.
So that's something that's never going to come up again now. I mean, at least you get out of the way with, right? That saves...
Oh, it probably will, to be fair. Like we're not tagging the face in each other. Yeah. So that's normally how it goes. People book us against each other or with each other, tagging. Right. So.
And like I know we spoke like off air, like we was talking about you at home at the moment, but like in terms of your like cardio and like your own training, has that been okay for you? I mean, are you planning on like really getting into that big time to keep yourself busy with something? How easy has it been?
To be fair, like I've made the decision to really try and crack down on exercise and diet. A good like, but to be fair, I've tried it a few times. And I'll be honest, I've always said, like, if it wasn't for wrestling, I'd never go to a gym in my life. If it wasn't for wrestling, I wouldn't go to the gym. I put my hands up, I don't enjoy going, but I go because I have to. So I was trying all these different things. I was trying this, like, I'll do, like, push-pull legs as an idea, or I'll do this. Like, just trying my best to get my head around it. I've gone with Jack a bunch of times because of when Jack works, he goes really late at night, and I've got kids and stuff, like... I couldn't get consistent, so I found someone who done me a meal plan, done me a workout plan. He's done loads of people, and literally I've been doing it just over a week now, and already I feel so much better for the meal plan's a bit hard at the moment because there's no food anyway. But like the workout plan, I've never felt like I know what I'm doing so much because how much he's just like broke it down and described everything I need to do, and even with like the home workouts, something I can't do because I don't have like a lat pull down here. Right. So at the gym, what's a good substitute? He's like, I'll pull up. So do pull up. And like I said, just over a week of like week and a half now, 2 weeks of doing it, and I feel very it's the best I've felt comfortable wise in the gym. Like fair enough, I work out from home, but I'm hoping I'm on to something good with this plan now because it's finally like a proper plan. It's not just me walking to the gym and going, "Oh, what should I do today?" Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I don't want to keep you anymore, my friend, but it's been good talking to you. In this time, I'm sure we'll probably do this again down the road.
Yeah, definitely.
Depending on where we're at in a couple of months, like who knows for all this stuff. But it's difficult times, obviously, in all this. But I'm hoping, like my goal is to get back and obviously get to another Triumph show as well. Hopefully, like you say, it'll be August, which would be amazing.
Yeah.
From where we're at now, anyway. I mean, that would be.
I'm seeing how everyone else is doing it. Yeah. Like originally, we was planning to do like a no fan show before we was on proper lockdown, just so we get some content out there. But it's just safer at the moment. So as much as we all love wrestling, let's just focus on, making sure like people are safe. That's the main thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Second that.
Yeah. So, thanks for having me on here.
No, you're welcome. Just so all my listeners can find you, give us your social media, your where we can get you at.
Okay, so Instagram is Taylor_Essex 450, and I believe on Facebook I'm just Taylor Essex. Taylor Essex should come up. Yeah.
He's hoping.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like social media now is just everywhere, isn't it, at the moment? Like, especially in these times, and the amount of wrestlers that are just like posting stuff up, like they wouldn't normally be on there. But even like WWE people, I've noticed have been like just doing all these live videos. I know Colt Cabana was on quite a lot last night, and he was just adding people into his feed, like just literally letting them just chat with them all the way through for like 3 hours. So
I was saying, like, things to keep me entertained. I'm listening to like so many like Joe Rogan podcasts.
Yeah, I love Joe Rogan.
Things like that. Just watching stupid, like, when you click on a YouTube video and it links to a YouTube video, like, and it's all random, like conspiracy theory, aliens, things,
you can go right down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's just been on in the background. I put my son's trampoline up, like 10-foot trampoline that because we moved like last month, so I never actually put it back up. So I put that up without instructions, and I was well impressed with myself. So I'm just finding things to do. I've never tidied up so much, like rearranged stuff. Like, my house is so tidy because we've got nothing to do. Me and just last week to tidy up again. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you've got 3 kids under 5 just making a mess everywhere. So, yeah. So thank you for giving me something to do.
No, you're cool. You're more than welcome. It's good to have you here. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, really good to have Taylor Essex there. So please check out his links, his handles on his social medias. Really, really good wrestler is Taylor Essex. One of the first guys actually that I interviewed when WrestleLine branched out to doing video content, and super nice guy. As a matter of fact, one of the nicest wrestlers, I'll say, in the UK scene. Not that nobody else is not nice, but let's just say extra nice. He's a decent guy. And you can check him out as well if you live in and around Essex when all this is hopefully, we get past what is going on, and Triumph Wrestling puts on a show again. If you're based in Essex, sort of Grays Way, perfect to come out and see these guys in action. In the tag team of the Rebellion, fantastic team. Can't say enough good things about them. But also, you can find them out as well on YouTube. I'm sure there's some videos of these guys in and around if you want to find that more before then. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this episode of the podcast. Now, I have got we've got a few more guests coming on during the week. I've had to kind of like move things about a little bit just because at this time, like, stuff is just, you're trying to plan things. So originally I was going to have Mariah May on today, but we've kind of like rescheduled that for, I would say, Monday or Tuesday. One of those days we're going to literally chat with her then. And also I've got another 2 more guests as well coming up to that. Plus a sort of a big announcement on what we're going to do for WrestleMania. If anyone's got any questions or you want to email us, it's email@wrestleline.co.uk.